I'm just going to show you guys how to connect your Mars Go controller, this guy right here, via Bluetooth to your TV box. And then we're going to go into RetroX and we're going to show you how to set up that as well for your controller. So we're just going to start by first connecting to Bluetooth. What you got to do is you got to go over to here and switch it over to BT. See how it says 2.4G and then it says BT? You're going to go to BT. The next step is actually we're going to go to settings on the Android box here. So I'm just going to go over to the side to settings, and then we're going to go to advanced, and then we're going to go to more settings. There's an easier way to get here as well. You can go right from the start screen. You're going to go to apps, and you can go into settings that way as well. Now we're going to search for the Bluetooth icon, and that's here where it says remote accessories. Bluetooth icon, we're going to switch that there. Our next step is to turn on our controller. So we're just going to power that up by hitting that middle button here. And then you see the light going. Next thing you want to do is on the right hand side, I'm just going to go with the mouse pointer, show you what I'm talking about. On the right hand side of the screen here, we're just going to turn that on. And now it's going to search for any Bluetooth devices. What we're looking for is the Tron Smart Go2, and there it is right there. We're just going to connect to that. Now it's going to do this pairing thing, connected. Now it should be good to go on our controller. We can now control our TV box with our controller, just like so. So the next step is we're going to connect to the RetroX. We're going to configure our joysticks to RetroX, and that's done simply by arrowing over to the RetroX icon over here, selecting our RetroX. If we hit the B button, we can see a setup menu, so the B button's right here. And then we can go over to settings. That's the cog wheel right there. And then to select it, we hit the A button here. We want to go to gamepad settings. That's at the very top here. So we're just going to select gamepad settings. And then we're going to go to gamepad 1. You see a little controller there that's not the same as this one, but we got to map out the same kind of buttons here. So what we're going to do is use the D-pad to go up. And then you can see it's at L1 right here. We're going to select the L1 button there. Then we're going to go to L2, and that's the trigger button. I'm going to select that. We're going to go R1, and we're going to select the R1 button right there. We're going to go R2. Then we're going to go down to Y, and then to B, and then to A. Oh, down to A, to X, and then we're going to go over to Start, Select, and then there's a button depression here for L3. We're just going to press that in. And then we're going to go to R3. And then we're going to go to RX, just like that. And then RY. Oop. Gotta hit that right here. RY. Once we have everything selected, we're going to save that. So you can see at the bottom of the screen it says save. We just save it by hitting the A button here. Now our player 1 is set up. That's all you have to do to set up your game controllers, and then we can go play a game. We'll just hit maybe Street Fighter here or Marvel vs. Capcom. Let's do that. We're gonna hit the play, and we're ready to go. So this comes up on some arcade games and stuff like that. What you would do if this was an arcade machine is you would wiggle the joystick. On here, what you want to do is wiggle the D-pad. So just wiggle that back and forth, and that goes away. To add credits for your game, you just want to hit the select button right here. Actually, let's give it a little bit of volume. Okay. And then start is your player 1. and we can start our retro gaming experience, and everything's working with our controllers just fine. We want to quit our game. We hit start and select together, and then we're able to quit our game and go on to the next game. Thank you for watching our video tutorial.